What's going on, folks? JJ here. Got another video for you. Today, we're going to talk about how RJ and Michael handled it like a boss, and also who is now the newest entrant for being the biggest dummy in the MobTube genre. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, if you've been here before and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please take a moment of your time, go right down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so when I do drop a video, you'll be notified. So let's get into it. Okay, on a live show that Michael and RJ did, covering the sports betting scandal with the mob and some players and a coach from the NBA, they were having this discussion about it and a few other things. And somebody kept trying to troll them in the comment section, live chat. So at the end of the show, RJ finally decides to address it. Now, the reason why I want to show RJ first, I'm going to give a little commentary afterwards. Ready? Here we go.
Unless it's like trying to fire starting. A lot of times in the live chats, y'all should know by now. If telling me, I don't take the bait. So when you drop troll questions in where you want to get us to fight with another channel, I'm not asking those questions. So don't ask me about other people. Don't ask me about other. I'm not going to answer any questions or even ask any questions. That just creates. Now they have to respond, and I got to respond. You got to respond.
And that's how RJ handled it. Now we know there's another person in the MobTube genre that is trying to draw them into another big fight, like they have with Sammy, and it's sort of like what they had with Dom for a minute, but that didn't really amount to much. And I know Dom and Michael has said, "Hey, we'll agree to just disagree." Okay, there you go. But this person, who is a guest and has been guest on many shows, and he's kind of settled in one place right now, maybe, has been trying to draw Michael and RJ into a YouTube spat. And you heard what RJ said. Now, they were dressing a troll in the live show. But if you look at it, that's how they feel about this person that's trying to draw them into a YouTube beef. So to that person who is trying to draw them into this beef, you've got to realize something. If you look at the videos that you have done attacking RJ and Mike, the numbers are not there. It's not like you're an OC Shorts. It's not like that you're a Sammy the Bull Gravano. It's not like, you're Michael Francis or Dom Sicali or anybody like that. So with the numbers not being there, they're not going to respond. Now, in the same show, Michael had to say this about the troll. Ready? Here you go.
On your friends. There's James's question. Yes, of course he does. Go, Michael.
But not even to dig for this guy, because he's like you said, he's just somebody with nothing to do tonight. He came on here and just try to be disruptive, not being educated, underintelligent, underinformed, emotional guy. Probably has no friends himself. And it's just true. This is not sour grapes. But what are you doing on here talking to a guy that flipped? If you don't believe it, you should just go away. See, we didn't take down your comment. We could have blocked you. But RJ was nice enough, and now moderators were nice enough to not block you, because we have a tolerance level. But if you're not going to add anything to the show and you don't like people like us that are on here, why don't you go spend your time with somebody else? Go out, go have a drink, go smoke a cigar. Maybe you could find a girl or a hooker. Hookers are cheap these days. So maybe go out and entertain yourself instead of.
No, they're going up with inflation like everything else.
No kidding.
They handled it like a boss. Both of them did. So that's what you have to do with trolls sometimes in a live show, or, when you're doing videos. You just got to put your foot down and say, that's it. So now, on to who is the biggest dummy that has made their debut in the MobTube genre. Yes, Curtis Sliwa. The guy who was running for mayor and didn't win. The guy that was the leader of the Guardian Angels. Where's he at now? Well, he's in an apartment with 17 cats. We know that much. On a show with Math Hoffa and Mio Extra, they decided to do an interview with Curtis. Now, Curtis decided to give them a history on the Louis DeBono hit. You ready? Here we go.
The big guy, John Gotti Sr., was on trial for the fourth time. And this time, Sammy the Bull Gravano decided to flip the script and testify against him. And they had Memorex tapes because they would meet in Little Italy, right on Mulberry Street, the Ravenite Social Club. And when they had to have a meeting with their guys, they would go upstairs, and there was a widow there who would leave. And they would sit down, and naturally Sammy was the underboss, she's John Gotti Sr. So one time they get on tape, I think this guy, Louis DeBono, big earner for them, coming in from Staten Island. He's late. He's a half hour late. John Gotti Sr. said, Sammy, he shows me no respect. I want you to whack him. He goes, boss, that's our best earner. You know, the BQE, it's always backed up. He'll get here. Nah, this is disrespect. Boss, you know how much he kicks up to you and me? Why would we want to whack him? Because of disrespect. When we finish our meeting, you take him for a meal, you drive him away, 2 bullets to the back of the head. Okay, boss? This was all on Memorex tapes.
Why?
Fred, tell us how you feel about Curtis Sliwa.
You big dummy.
Exactly, big dummy. Now, why am I saying this? Well, you got to count too. Meth Office probably got a lot of young viewers that don't know the history of the Mafia or the history of the Gambino family or anything. So when you hear Curtis saying something like that, that just, you know, they're going to take his word for it. A lot of times these people are not going to research. So we know, Curtis, that it was Frank LaCasio that John Gotti was talked to on those tapes and taking out Louis DeBono. And it wasn't just because he was late to one 30-minute meeting. It was because he was not showing up at all when John called him in. And Frank LaCasio, not Sammy the Bull Gravano, was trying to talk him out of clipping Louis DeBono. Because we know if Sammy the Bull Gravano had been the underboss at that time and heard John Gotti wanting him to take Louis DeBono out, Sammy would have been like this.
They just well up inside you and burst out. The harder you try, until you just can't shake it off.
And there you have it, folks. The newest entrant into the big dummy of the MobTube genre. So, folks, if you like this video, go right down below, hit that like button, and leave a comment. Do you think Curtis Sliwa is a big dummy or not? You be the judge. Anyway, I'm fixing to head on out. Remember, folks, when it comes to doing the right thing, helping others out, making this world a better place, try it. It does work. I'm out of here. God bless. Bye-bye.